Hello. Welcome to my live stream. I'm live, guys. You ready for this topic on this Friday? Today's topic is going to be boys versus men. That'll be an interesting discussion. So I'm here. I'm about to share this out on my community tab. So everybody, come on in and welcome to my live stream. I hope everybody is doing well on this Friday. I hope you're doing great. So let's start on this topic, boys versus men. I'm going to get my cell phone, share out this live stream. Everybody, welcome. Nope, nobody's here. About to share this out on my live, on my community tab. How is everybody doing? Thanks for being here with me, whether you're here live or you're watching on the replay. So I'm about to share this out on my community tab. And today's topic is men versus boys. And it's not going to be a male bashing session at all. It's not a male bashing session. Just coming with some knowledge from my experience. Just sharing this out on I'm sharing this out on my community tab. And okay, I just shared it out on my community tab. Oh, hi. I don't know who's here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. I was just about to start this discussion. So today's topic, guys, is boys versus men. I have my notes that I took, things that I really think is important. And I think there's some things that coming from experience, some things is just from what I've heard from other people, what their experiences are. Hey, King Art, welcome. How are you doing? Happy Friday to you. So I'm ready to start this discussion. If you could, please share this out on your community tab. Anybody who comes in, I would appreciate that a lot. You're doing great. Good. So I'm going to start the discussion, even though you're the only one that's here. So today's topic is men versus boys. There's so much, there's not going to be any male bashing, so rest assured, it's no male bashing. I'm just talking about things from my experiences. What is the difference between a boy and a man? Hey, Cleveland, how are you doing? Welcome. Thanks for being here. If you could please thumbs up the live stream and share this out if you can. So today's topic, boys versus men. Oh, you shared it. Thank you so much, King Art. So the first thing that I'm going to say, first thing that I'm going to say about a boy. A boy is going to make excuses. That's one of the first things that I noticed, the difference between a boy and a man. A boy is going to make an excuse. You know, if you really don't want to do something in life, what are you going to do? You're going to make an excuse. You're going to find a reason why you can't do something. You're going to find a reason to, kind of get out of it, kind of make excuses and step away from the situation instead of what a man would do: man up, man up, man up. There's so much out there that so many men, so much boys, I should say, need to man up when it comes to making excuses. I guess that's what makes them a boy. A real man is not going to make excuses for something that he needs to do in his life, or the people he needs to be there for, or anything that he needs to do. If he needs to do it, then he needs to do it. That's right, be a man. I'm so sick of people making excuses all the time. Oh, I was tired, or I had a long day at work, or whatever it is, making excuses for something. If you don't want to do something, I'd rather a man just, be upfront. And if you're a man is going to be upfront and just tell you how he feels. They're not going to make any excuses. They're going to tell you straightforward. I would like to do something tonight, but I'm tired. I had a long day at work, but definitely we're going to make plans for tomorrow. They're not going to, push you off or ignore you. And that's the difference between a man and a boy. I tell guys all the time to be upfront. I know. And that's the difference, King Art, because they're not a man, they're a boy. Because a man is not going to make any excuses at all. A man is not going to make any excuses for the things that they need to do. But a boy will. A boy will find a way to blame others. Oh, it's this person's fault. It's that person's fault. It's because I'm tired. It's because I'm working too much. It's because of this. It's, just if you can't do something, just say, I can't do it. Now is not a good time. I'm not in a good space in my life right now, or I have a lot of things going on. Just be real and upfront, because that's one thing that I really can't take. When another thing that identifies a boy and a man versus boys versus a man is a man knows how to make a decision, whereas a boy is going to hopscotch in between making excuses. They know what they need to do, They know what they need to do, but they're, I don't know, they're going to make excuses, and it's not a good time, and maybe next week I can make a decision, or maybe in a few months. If you don't want to do something, you don't want to do it. It doesn't matter if it's today, tomorrow, next week. The truth never changes, The truth never changes. If you want to do something, you're going to do it. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. Nobody is on anybody's back, Nobody's not on your back to force you to do anything. And that's the difference between a boy and a man. A man is going to just be upfront with you. I tell my girlfriends that all the time. If somebody is a real man, they're not going to play games with you. They're not going to play games with you. They're going to be upfront with you and tell you what's the deal from the jump. There's not going to be any back and forth or guesswork. They're going to say, look, and I care about you, I like you, whatever. They're going to be upfront. And that's the reason why I always say that guys get put in the friend zone. Yeah, a man will let a woman know at the get-go. Yeah, they will. I tell my friends that all the time. That's why a lot of men get put in the friend zone, because they play too many games. They play too many games. So many men out there, so many boys, I should say, they play games, and nobody has time for that. When you're a woman and you have your stuff together, and nobody wants a boy. You want a real man who is about his business, knows what he wants to do on his grind. So, yes, they put themselves out there. And I think that's the reason why so much out there that guys get put in the friend zone, because they don't know how to make a decision. I know I'm speaking from a woman's point of view. A woman does not like when a man keeps going back and forth. Like, don't act like today, today you care about me and then the next day you're ignoring me. You know, be upfront. I can't stand that. I hate that. So that's why they get put in the friend zone. Because don't be like, oh, around certain people you want to talk to me. When you're around other people, you ignore me. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. So that's why they get put in the friend zone really quickly. Really quickly, you get put in the friend zone. I'm just saying. For that very reason. So, a real man is going to make time for you. So, this is the thing. A boy will always make an excuse why he doesn't have time to spend with you. Oh, I have to go get a haircut. Oh, that's one of my favorite ones. I have to get my haircut. When I go to the barber shop, it's going to be 4 or 5 hours and I don't know, and then they could cancel my appointment. I just feel this way. If you are going to put getting a haircut over spending time with me, that ain't the one. That ain't the one. Because somebody who is really interested in you, boy, they should be like, want to spend all their time with you all the time. You shouldn't have to hound them because they're going to pursue you. That's the difference between a boy and a man. A boy is going to run away, hide, ignore your calls. But what is a man going to do? It's going to call you and tell you, I want to spend some time with you. This is the time I want to spend with you, right? This is the time I want to spend with you. Is this a good time? That's, a man is going to be upfront and straightforward with you. Not play games. They are not going to play games with you. So if you have somebody and you're interested in them and they are playing games with you, trust me, listen, that is a boy. That's not a man. And you want to get yourself a man. Get yourself a man and stop playing around with these little boys out here. Nobody has time for that. They always say that it's easy to make a baby, but it's a whole nother thing to take care of one. So get you somebody who's going to take care of their kids instead of one that will be playing and avoiding them. Listen, I ain't got time. I ain't got time. King, that's funny. So listen, this is another one. Of boys versus men, right? This is the second one I have on my list. Ready for it? So, a real man is going to be nice, loving, sensitive. But what is a boy going to be? Rude, mean, disrespectful. I'm still here just listening. Okay, Cleveland. Playing games is what they know best. Well, I always say if you want to play games, go to the arcade. That's fine. But I'm not going to have anybody wasting my time. And I know a real woman, all the real ladies out there that is looking for the real thing. We don't have time to waste. We don't have time to waste. You don't have time to waste if it's not a real man. I know I don't. I don't have no time to waste. Like, a real woman is about, her grind, about doing her thing. And you're looking for someone who is in line with that. Nobody has time for somebody who's not in line with their same goals. Nobody wants another kid. You want somebody who's going to man up and be there and be supportive, So those boys that, listen, these boys are very rude, very disrespectful, and they like to call you out your name. They love to call you every word, every name in the book that's very disrespectful. A real man is not intimidated by a strong woman. They're not intimidated by a strong woman. They actually love that. They're encouraged by that. They feel the strength in that, you know. You should always want somebody who is going to help you to grow. If you don't have somebody who's going to help you to be a better person, you ain't found the right one. Listen to all my sisters and my brothers out there. You want to get somebody who is going to be a helpmate. You don't want somebody who is like a child. You know, if you want a baby, get a baby. But you want to get a man or you want to get a woman. You don't want a girl or a boy. So listen, I'm about to tell you the next one that I have on my list here. So boys versus men. Another way to identify a boy is very manipulative. From a woman's point of view. Cousin, what's going on? How are you doing? Happy Friday to you. Welcome to the live. Listen, a boy is very manipulative. What does it mean when they're manipulative? It means that they use you. They call you out your name. Yes, welcome, cousin. They call you out your name. They always want to take their own insecurities and put it off on you because they're a boy. When you're a boy, you don't know who you are yet. You still haven't even, come into your own. But a man is never going to be manipulative to you. The difference between a boy and a man on this issue of manipulation, a man is going to be supportive. What does that look like from a woman's side? Well, a man who is supportive is going to be there if you have a headache, they should be showing up at your door with Excedrin, an ice pack, a hot pack, whatever it is that you need. You shouldn't have to even ask them. Before you even say, you call them up and say, hey, real deal chick, how are you doing? Welcome. A real man is going to be supportive. Listen, a real man is going to be supportive. You don't have to ask them to be there for you. You just say whatever it is, and they're going to be there. You say, hey, cooking with Steel Cross, how are you doing? So a real man is going to be supportive. A boy is not. Listen, and you cannot make a boy a man. Until a boy is ready to be a man, it's not going to happen. So much people out there that they do it wrong. They feel like, okay, this person's the boy, but I'm going to change them. This is the biggest mistake you could ever make in a relationship. You cannot change somebody to make somebody what they're not. You can't. So stop trying to. I'm so tired of seeing my beautiful sisters out there, my beautiful queens. I'm trying to change somebody. And hey, Crystal, how are you doing? Welcome. Join in on the discussion. I'm so tired of seeing my beautiful queens out there accepting anything less than excellence. You shouldn't have to, and you shouldn't want to. When you finally decide, I'm blessed, thank you. Yes, ma'am, every single day. Every single day, when you're a queen, you know who you are. You know what to accept. So don't expect anything less than someone being supportive. A man is going to support you. They're not going to make any excuses. All you have to do is say the word, hey, I got this going on in my life, I'm not feeling very good today. They should be giving you a phone call. They should be texting you, are you feeling better? Is there anything I can get for you? Do you need anything? That's a man. When you got a little boy and you tell him you don't feel good, You don't even get an answer to your text or your phone call. Or they'll say, you'll be all right. It's like, later or something like that. Something very rude and disrespectful. A boy is not going to care about your feelings because you don't matter to them. A real man who's interested in you, you don't have to ask him to be there and to be supportive and to spend time with you. He's going to want to. You don't have to beg somebody. I'm so tired of my queens chasing after, hey, Tavi. I'm so tired of my queens chasing after boys. Don't chase after boys. Get yourself a man. Get yourself a man. You don't have to chase after anybody. If somebody is interested in you, they're going to come for you, and you're not going to be able to stop them. You don't have to beg somebody for, their time. Somebody who's interested in you and cares about you and they're a real man, they're not going to waste your time. They're not going to play games. There's not going to be any games. Yes, get a real man. So stop wasting your time, my beautiful queens out there. Stop wasting your time looking for a man in a boy's form, because it's not going to happen. You're not going to change them. You can't make somebody grow up until they're ready to grow up. You can't make somebody be a man. Either you're a man or you're not. It's the facts. So another thing about a boy. A boy is very disrespectful. A boy is very disrespectful. Beyond your purpose, he will come to you. Yes, King Art. Say it again. Beyond your purpose, and they will show up. I just was trying to come into my own life. Okay. So I was just looking. Be on your purpose, he will come to you. That's right, King Art. And Crystal said that is so true. So guys, listen. When you have a boy is going to be very disrespectful to you. And who needs disrespect? If you're a woman and you know yourself and you believe in yourself and you know that you are deserving of that love and kindness and consideration, you are never going to accept disrespect. I tell everybody, men and women, you should never let somebody disrespect you. Don't let people call you out your name and be rude to you and treat you any kind of way. You deserve to be treated well. Excellence, actually. If somebody doesn't make you feel like you're on top of the world, that ain't the one. Are you listening? That ain't the one. Because anybody who cares about you is going to do everything to bring more joy and light and peace and kindness and prosperity into your life. If they're not doing that, you got yourself a boy and you need to get rid of him. Exit left. Exit. I've got time. All right. So shout out to all the real men. Yes, sis. Shout out to the real men, because it's not many of them out there. I am all for encouraging and supporting a man. I'm not interested to support a boy. Yes, shout out to the real men. And I mean a real man, not just somebody who just says they are, but by their actions, they show who they are. They're showing that they are worthy of their crown, just like a queen. Yes, shout out to the real men. Just like a queen is going to wear her, what, Nightbot? Stupid Nightbot, what? I didn't see Nightbot. Nightbot came in here? What happened? So, this is another one, boys versus men. A boy is going to be discouraging. You guys hear that? A boy is going to be discouraging. What does that show up in the life of somebody who is dating? Yeah, I do have Nightbot, but my Nightbot, I haven't done it properly. My Nightbot shows up. I don't know. I guess when people start putting a lot of spam words, that's when I see Nightbot show up. But my Nightbot is never like in blue or anything. So I need to do some twerking to my Nightbot. So I don't know what you mean, cousin by stupid Nightbot. So, where was I? Discouraging. Yes, a boy is going to be very discouraging. Listen, nobody needs anybody. If you are a boy needs to stay in their own lane and stay out of the way of a woman. If they want to play games, let them go to the arcade. A real queen, a real woman does not have time for the discouragement of a boy. You try to find yourself a man. Find yourself somebody. Hey, Boss Life Online. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Happy Friday to you. So, a boy is going to be very discouraging. The difference with a man is going to encourage you, is going to try to propel you to your next goal. I didn't see anything about the clapping hands. Hold on. I'm looking. I don't see anything. I don't know. I don't know what happened, cousin. I don't know. So, like I was saying, a boy is going to be very discouraging. They're going, yeah, maybe only you see it, cousin. But I don't see anything in my comments below about a Nightbot being here. So a boy is going to be very discouraging to you. They're going to always try to put you down, lower your self-esteem, call you out your name. You don't need a boy, you need a man. A man is going to encourage you to your goals, actually help you to set them. They want to be a part of the goal. They want to be right there next to you to encourage you, say, hey, what are we going to do next? And that's the difference between a boy and a man. A man is looking for long term. When you got yourself a boy is just there for the moment, for the time of the temporary enjoyment. And once they get their enjoyment, they bounce. Listen, get yourself a man. Listening? Yes, ladies, we need a man. Yes, Crystal. You guys listen to that. I know it's like, you got that right, a real man. I know, like, who has time for the games? I know I don't. I guess when I know I'm full grown. I know my worth, and that's not showing off. But I think after you have been through so many bad situations, bad relationships, you recognize what it is that you want. You recognize what it is that you need in your life. So I'm just trying to share some of the things that I've learned. And any of you guys or girls, my ladies, my kings and my queens, anything that you guys recognize and have learned, please join in on the discussion, please. So, a boy is going to make excuses. We all know this. A boy is going to make up every excuse in the world for what he should be doing. I was tired. I had to work late. Whatever. I didn't have time. I'm busy. I had to hang out with my friends. I need a little time to relax. They're always going to make an excuse, but a man is not going to make an excuse. They're not going to make excuses for their actions. They're going to actually accept them. They're going to man up and tell you, say, hey, I did this and it wasn't right and I'm sorry. A man does not have any problem. Yes, so he can't do nothing. That's right. A man is not going to make any excuses. A man is going to stand up and tell you, hey, I did this and it wasn't nice and I'm sorry. They're going to be very humble. A man is definitely going to be very humble, willing to talk to you about things. They're not going to ignore you. But a boy on the other hand, they're going to make excuses. They're going to ignore you. They're going to talk bad about you. They're going to call you out your name. They're going to find a way to put you down, because a boy, they have to put you down in order to step on you to elevate themselves. But a man is looking to put his hand out to help you, to boost you up, to encourage you, to motivate you. That's the difference between a boy and a man. A boy is always going to find a way to put you down, but a man is going to find a way to boost you up, to encourage you, and to motivate you to be able to go on. Because a man that cares about you is always looking for ways to help you, because they're interested in you. They want to be together with you. Whereas a boy, they're looking for who's the next one, who's their next side chick going to be, who they're going to get with next. Not a man. A man is going to be focused on you. They're going to be loyal. You're not going to have to worry about them stepping out on you. You're not going to have to worry about that. So I hear people say all the time, I have to watch my man because my man is always, going to cheat on me or do something out of the way. If you have yourself a real man, you don't have to worry about them stepping out on you. They're going to be loyal and faithful to you, and you're going to be able to trust them. And it's a boy that they have. And people don't want to admit when they have a boy. If you got a boy, you got a boy. That's what I was saying on my live day, the side chick, right? And people don't like to say when they're the side chick. Sometimes you're the side chick. Don't be a side chick. Be the main chick. Be the boss lady. Be the woman. Be the wife. That's what you're trying to be. If you're trying to get yourself a man, you're looking for the future. And you should look for somebody who's in it for the long term. They are making plans for you and with you. You don't have to beg them. They're always going to be like, hey, what do you want to do in 6 months? What about next year? They should be talking about those type of things. I think a lot of times women don't pay attention to the signs. If they're not saying things like, hey, what are we doing in, like now you should be talking about things for December. A real man, see her included in all future plans. I know that's right. They should be always include you in future plans, and they should be concerned like, hey, I'm going to do this. What do you think about it? A man is going to run things by you. They're going to care about how you feel. What's your opinion? They should always be seeking to find your opinion. But a boy is going to make decisions, not include you in them. Yes?
Can I take a shower?
I have 10 minutes. And they're going to include you in their decisions when it comes to the future. They're going to include you in everything. You don't have to worry about that. Whereas a boy, you have to try to find them. That's another thing. You have to try to find a boy. They're always ducking and dodging and hiding and avoiding you and never answering back your text messages or your emails or or doing shady things. This is another thing that a man, if you have a social media and your man does not have your picture on his social media, you got a problem. If you have somebody and they just have their picture all the time and you're supposed to be in this serious relationship with this man and he doesn't have your picture on his social media, he's not serious about you. He's not serious. Because somebody who's serious about you, he should be on everything. He should be on his Instagram, his Facebook, his everything. Even on his phone. If he doesn't have his picture, as some women make excuses for the boys. I know, King Art. And that's why this is not a male bashing. This is not coming for women either. I'm just coming from both sides, for guys to learn, for women to learn. Yes, that's because he's messing with other women. I know. So if you have yourself a real man is going to do nothing but talk about you. You should be in his every conversation. Guys, you should be the center of all his conversation. Hey, and he should be saying, that's my woman, that's my lady. He shouldn't be saying anything disrespectful. Not saying, yeah, we mess around, or yeah, that's I know her, or saying, yeah, we're friends. A real man is going to identify you properly and say, that's my woman, that's my lady, that's my queen, that's my princess. Identify it, ladies. Stop accepting bad behavior, especially when you don't have to. You don't have to accept bad behavior. When you know that you are worthy of a king and you're a queen, wear your crown and don't accept bad treatment. Don't let somebody talk to you any kind of way, because somebody who's really into you, they're going to be loving, kind, sweet. Listen, you're not going to be able to get rid of them. There's no way you're going to be able to get rid of them. They're going to be right there. They're going to be right there, always thinking about you, always saying something encouraging. If you don't wake up in the morning and before you even wake up and see a text message, say, hey, honey, how are you doing? Hi, my queen. Hi, princess. Hi, darling. I hope you have a great day. You shouldn't have to try to chase them to tell them that. I was just talking about that. I know. You don't have to chase. You don't have to chase. I'm so tired of seeing my queens chase after somebody. You don't have to chase somebody. You don't have to chase somebody, because if someone's interested in you, they're going to be right there for you. Right there. You're not going to have to worry or fret. They're going to be right there for you. They're going to be trying to talk to you, trying to encourage you. Hey, when are we going to spend some more time together? You don't have to ask them. They're going to be asking you. I was just talking about that. Yeah, and the thing about social media, don't let a boy disrespect you on social media at all. Don't do it. If somebody is saying something disrespectful on social media or anywhere, get rid of them. Because there's some people who are boys, and the boys, all they're interested in is talking about you, putting you down. If you don't have somebody who is saying all the wonderful things about you, say, that's my baby, that's my princess, they're so smart. They should be saying things like this. This is a way to identify a man. A man is going to be saying, they are so smart. They're a wonderful person. They're amazing. They're going somewhere. Whereas a boy, like, and she's not about anything. All she is good for the bedroom. That identifies a boy versus a man. A man is going to be making plans for you for the future. Always going to be making plans, and they're going to be about their grind. It's another way to identify boy versus man. A boy is always going to be on the low, begging you for the next $20. Oh, I'll get you back when I get my check. I got you on income tax time, or I'll pay you back. Let me borrow $20. Hey, let me get some gas money. A real man is going to be always trying to encourage you. Hey, what can I do to help you financially? Another thing about identifying a man is going to have his credit together. People don't want to hear this. It's too much. A real man is going to have his credit together. He's going to know, hey, this is my credit score. What's your credit score? Do you hear me? If you ain't got somebody and they don't have a over 700 credit score, I don't have time. I hope you don't have time either, queens. You don't need somebody, because if he's not responsible with his money, what makes you think he's going to be responsible with you? Nobody going to be responsible. If he can't be responsible before he met you, what makes you think he's going to be responsible right now? Think about those things. I think a lot of times women, they're just in the pursuit. Oh, I just want a man. I want a man. I want a man. But then they're settling for boys. Don't lower your standards, queens. Don't lower your standards. You are deserving of so many good things. You are deserving of it. And don't take any disrespect. Don't take anything less than what you deserve. If you have somebody and they don't even know what they want in their life, leave them alone. Don't waste your time. They're not even worth your time. They're not worthy of your time. You're a queen. You're wonderful. You're a blessing. And you should be looking for somebody who is going to be ready to take the lead in your life. And when I say that when I talk about headship and a man taking the role as, the head of the family, it's not in a demeaning and a disrespectful way. Because when you're looking for somebody to be your head, your king, and they're going to do it in a loving way, just like Christ does. The Christ, he loves us in a loving way. He tells us things that's going to be able to help us, to encourage us, to help us to grow. And it's the same thing when you find a man. A man is going to lead you in a loving way. Say, hey, I think this would be a good way. What do you think? They're going to include you in things. They're not going to be disrespectful and say, I'm the man. I run things around here and I don't care what you have to say. This is my decision to make. That's not a man. Remind them of their worth sometimes.
I need the bathroom.
Lisa, you're killing me.
It's killing me.
Hold on, guys. Yeah, guys. Sorry about that. Can you guys still hear me? Let me know if you still hear me. Yes? Okay. So, what were we talking about? Oh, when you find somebody, make them find somebody who is going to be respectful of your feelings. I know this is a topic a lot of times that a lot of women don't want to really talk about. They want to hide behind it. They want to make excuses. But a real man is going to respect your feelings and your emotions. And I think a lot of times some guys may think that's a sign of weakness, but it's not a sign of weakness. To show compassion and care for somebody, you know, that you care about, it shows the kind of leader that you are. So you want to get somebody who is going to care about your needs. They're going to be compassionate to you. They're going to put you first before making decisions. That's what you need. You need someone who's going to care about you. You know, hey, I think this would be a good move. What do you think? Hey, Sandra, I agree 100%. Oh, good. Welcome, Sandra. How are you doing? Yeah, they're going to include you in decisions. Whereas a boy never cares about how you feel. You don't even count. They don't even think about you in small things and big things and anything, actually. They're only thinking about their own interests. How are they going to get ahead? All about everything and every decision that they make, it's just about them. And that's the sad unfortunate truth when you deal with a boy. Stop messing with a boy. You need to deal with a man, because a man is going to consider you, think about your feelings. Okay. um a man is going to consider your feelings. You're going to matter to them. Just and you queens also consider the feelings of a man too. Um, that's going to be for another video. But one thing is, when you're a queen and you say something to your man, you don't have to nag him. You don't have to nag him. You don't have to. After you say, hey, honey, so and so, let him be aware of certain things. But after you say something, you don't have to keep constantly, hey, are you going to do this? 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 You don't have to do that. Because a real man, once he's aware of something, trust and know he's handling it. Now, if you have a boy, something quite different, right? Something quite different. That may be the reason for your fears and your feelings of inadequacy, you know. Doing great, showing love. Thank you, King Art. Hey, mukbangs and makeup, how are you doing? Welcome. But when you have a boy, that is the reason for the fear, you know. You always fear things when you're unsure, you know. If you're unsure about the relationship, that's where your fears come in. When you are, you know, in a good relationship where you have somebody who's caring about your feelings, when they make you feel secure, when they're not jealous, you know, you don't have those worries and those fears like you would have um, when you're in a secure and settled relationship. You don't have to worry about those things, because you know your man has your back. You know that they have your best interests at heart. You know, it's nothing better than that, when you know without a doubt. I always say, with my eyes closed, when somebody says something and you say, not my man, not my king, I don't have to worry about it, because you know your man
always has your best interest at heart. And you know, if he makes a decision and there's a misunderstanding, you don't jump to a conclusion when you have a man. I don't jump to a conclusion. Say, sometimes things may appear a certain way, and it may be something that they had to make a decision very quickly, and they may not have been able to let you know. But trust, it would have been for your best interest at heart, that they care about you, and you matter to them. So always know that. Don't go back and forth and put a man and a boy in the same category, because they're not in the same category. A man is never going to be disrespectful to you. They're always going to consider your feelings. And when they talk to you about things, they're not going to be disrespectful to you. They're going to talk to you in a loving manner. They're going to say, hey, honey, I need to talk to you about something. Not call you all the curse words in the book. They're not going to do that at all. You're never going to get disrespect from a man. You know, they may be having a bad day, and of course, you know, they're imperfect. They're a man just like you're a woman, and you're imperfect. You both are going to rub each other the wrong way sometimes, but don't doubt your man. I think one thing that I wish more women, more queens would do is be supportive of their man. You know, they only want to be supportive of a man when things are going good, when they're making good decisions. But the moment where things go wrong, say he loses his job or something happens, they want to call them out their name. Don't do that. When you have a good man, respect them, encourage them. That's the difference. When you have a man, appreciate a man, encourage a man, because a man needs respect and love and support as well as you do. So don't disrespect your man. Appreciate them, because they're treating you like a queen, and they're spending their time with you, and it's quality time. And that's what you need to have. You need to have quality time with your man. And a man is not going to make any excuses to spend time with you. Unlike a boy is always going to find a reason why, you know, they're busy or they're tired or whatever it is. But not a man. Not a man. Not by far. They're going to look for opportunities. I love quality time. I know that's right. They're going to look for opportunities to spend time with you. They're going to go out of their way. You're going to actually get worn out by a real man. A real man is going to say, hey, let's do this and do that and then do this, and then tomorrow we'll do this, and next week we'll do that. So you're not going to have to worry. But if you have somebody who you have to chase them down to spend time with them, or they're ignoring you, or they're calling you out your name, you have a boy. You have a boy, my friend, not a man. You have a boy. And unfortunately, sometimes you may not be sure when you start off a relationship. You may not be sure. You may think that they're a man. But unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't turn out that way. But if you have a man, be glad and rejoice and encourage that man. Show that man love and respect. I always hear all the time women talk about, I want a good man. But the question is, hey, doughboy, the question is, are you a good woman? That's going to be for my another topic. Girl versus woman. That's going to be for another topic. I always hear women talk about, I want to have a good man, but are you a good woman? Sometimes you have to look deep down in inside yourself and be honest with yourself. Have your moment of truth. Get real, in front of the mirror, because don't think that other people don't know. You know, everybody knows what things that they need to work on, but be honest about it. Be honest about your own self, about your own qualities. You know what you need to work on. We all do. So don't be afraid to grow. Don't be afraid to be strong. And to all my queens out there, when you're looking for your king, your man, uh, don't be afraid to pull back sometimes. I think when, especially a person like me, a strong person, when you're a strong woman and you know what it is that you want out of life, and you've been doing it for a long time, taking care of yourself, holding it down, and you know your worth and your strength, it's hard to pull back sometimes and let the man be a man. Um, it's okay. It's okay, my queens, my sisters out there. I'm just spitting some facts for you guys. Don't be afraid to let your man be a man, but pull back sometimes. Let him handle things. Don't try to jump on things, and let him do. Don't try to, you know, do everything. Let him do some things for you. Let him show his care and concern. Don't try to take and handle everything on your own, because you don't have to. You don't have to handle everything on your own. That's why you have them. So let them be a man. Let them be the man that they're supposed to be, the man that they were designed to be. And when they do something for you, this is another thing. When you have a real man, um, show appreciation. When you have a man and they're doing something good for you, let them know what they're doing a good job at. There's one thing a real man likes. A real man likes to hear when they're doing a good job. Encourage them. Say, honey, you're doing a good job at this. Or tell them when they do something and you're proud of them, let them know. Tell that man that you love. Tell them how much you appreciate them and how much you love them. Just like a woman loves to hear that emotional side, a man needs to hear that. It's good for their ego. It's good for the male ego for a man to hear that they're doing a good job, and that they're proud. You're proud of them, and how much you appreciate them, and tell them thanks for the little things. That's a lot of thing. Another thing that I don't see a lot of women. I don't see a lot of queens out there doing that. They're not telling their man they're doing a good job and how much they appreciate them. Tell them about the little things that they do, because if you tell your man about the little things that you appreciate, trust me, they will do more, because they love to hear that. Just like women, we like to be validated. A real man likes to be validated as well. They like to hear the things that you appreciate. Sometimes as a woman, women try to put on many hats, because a woman has different roles. A woman has different roles. They have to be, they have to be the mother, they have to be the auntie, they have to be the cousin, they have to be this, that, they have to be on the job. They have so many roles to play as a woman that sometimes we try to take over. Sometimes women, because of a strong personality, you may try to handle things, but pull back sometimes. Let your man be a man. Let him be a man. It's okay. Don't be afraid. It's all right. Let your man be a man, and trust him. And don't put anything out there. Don't start saying things like oh, so who are you with, and who is that you're with, And I don't like that. Don't put seeds of doubt in your own mind, especially if you have no reason to do so. Now, if you have a reason to do so, that's a whole different thing. But if they don't have any reason, if you have yourself a good man and they're all the things that they're supposed to be, they're wearing their crown properly, appreciate them and be supportive of them and let them know so. Let them know that you care about them and you appreciate all the things they do for you every single day. Let them know that they matter in your life. And if they're the father of your children, tell them, I appreciate how you're a good dad to your children. It's important to, the love is supposed to go both ways. Yes, you want to have a good man, but also you want to be supportive of that man, especially if they're a good father. Let them know, you know, let them know that they're a good father. Let them know that they're a good brother or cousin or whatever it is, whatever role that they are in their life. Encourage them in all their roles. You know, let them know that they're a good employee. It's important to, yes, as a queen, you want certain things out of your life, but also you have to be willing to give too. You have to be willing to give and encourage and nourish that man as well. It's not all about taking. You have to also give. You have to give. So, yeah, guys, those are all the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Boys versus men. Those are the differences that I had. I let her know how much I appreciate her every chance I get. She hears my heart. That's wonderful. I'm seeing someone for some time now, and I'm wondering what category to put him in. Man versus boys. Sometimes I get mixed signals. Well, listen, Sandra, if you have somebody and if they're a man, you're not going to have to worry. Busy at work, unable to text. That's okay, Sandra. Hi, Sun Media. If you have a real man, you don't have to worry, guys. You don't have to worry. A real man is going to let you know what it is that he wants, what it is that he expects. All those things you won't have to doubt. They're going to let you know. But if they're showing disrespect to you, if you have to do a lot of guessing, my opinion on that is that you have yourself a boy, because a man is always going to let you know what his goals and objectives are, and there's longevity. When you have a man, there's a future. You know, there's a future ahead for the two of you. If you have to guess and wonder, what am I in his life? I think you may have yourself a boy, sis. So don't worry. In a little while, you'll be able to know. It doesn't take a long time to find out what it is that you have in your life. It doesn't take long. It doesn't. It takes a very short period of time to know that you have yourself a man. You know very quickly, because they're going to be loyal to you. They're going to be encouraging. They're going to support you. They're going to be kind. They're going to have their life together, you know. They're going to have their place. And if they have children already, they're going to take care of their children. You know, if they have parents still living, they're going to be a good son, you know, to their mother. They're going to be protective of their sisters or any nieces and nephews that's in their life. It doesn't take long to identify a man. Hey, Marge. It doesn't take long to identify a man at all. It doesn't take long, because a man is going to stand up for you and the people in their life. They're going to be a protector. They're going to care about your needs. So They're going to be sensitive, but not overly sensitive. Not overly sensitive, but they know when is the time that they need to be there for you and be supportive of you and care about your feelings. And if you have yourself a man is going to care about your feelings. If you are upset about something, they're going to ask you what's wrong. And if they did something, and if they did do something, they're going to accept their responsibility and say they're sorry for hurting your feelings. Whereas a boy, they're going to put the fault, they're going to say, oh, that's your problem, or you're too sensitive, or whatever. But a man is going to care about your feelings and care about your needs. So you don't have to worry about that. All my queens out there, all my sisters out there, don't worry, because a man is going to let you know who he is. Doesn't take a long time to identify a man. They're actually very easy to identify. It's the boys. It's the boys. Sometimes they wear that sheep's clothing they may put on and pretend to be able to get things from you and manipulate you. They may pretend like they care when they're really just about using you. But a real man is going to have his life together and have things together. You know, he's going to have his credit together. He's going to have his life in order, you know, have his place, have his job, take care of his children if he has children. He's going to do his thing, and then he's going to find time to spend with you. You're not going to have to worry about that. I hear that all the time from so many girlfriends of mine, so many of my sisters, my queens. They're always worried about that. I can't get my man to spend time with me. Listen, you don't have a man, sis. Sorry. I know that's something hard, a hard pill to swallow, but if you have a man, you're not going to have to beg a man to spend time with you. If you have to always be constantly trying to be on their back, when are we going to do something? You don't have a man, sis, because a man is going to make time, no matter how busy they are, even if it's 1 hour per week. They're going to find time, say, hey, let's do something. I planned this. I want to spend some time with you. And there's not going to be one day that's going to go by that they're not going to let you know that they're thinking of you. They're always going to let you know. Say, hey, I'm thinking about you. How are you doing? How's your day going? Are you doing all right? What's going on at work, or how's your kids, or whatever it is. They're always going to find a way to show care and concern to you. You don't have to worry about that. Yes, they will make time. They will make time. So when I hear a lot of women talk about, I can't get them to spend time with me, that's because you don't have a man. That's a boy, and they're playing with you and they're wasting your time. So I know sometimes it's hard. It's hard to find a good man. It's hard to find a good man. But trust me, when you have somebody who really cares about you, spontaneous, hopeless romantic. Yeah. So when you find somebody who is spending time with you, um, always is concerned about you, it's very easy to identify a man. Because some people act like it's really hard. It's not hard to identify a man. A man is going to show up for you every single time. They're always going to be loyal to you. They're going to look for opportunities. They're going to look for opportunities to spend time with you. You don't have to worry about that part. They're going to look for opportunities to spend with you, you know? So don't worry about that, and stay encouraged. If you are a queen out there and you're looking for your king, he will be found. You just keep wearing your crown. Keep wearing your crown and work on your own qualities. Work on the qualities of a wife, and learn more. We could always learn more patience and kindness, and get your own life together. You know, get your finances together. Do some things that you want to do in your life. You know, do some traveling. Enjoy yourself and be joyful. You know, be joyful and stand in your womanhood and wear your crown and be happy until they come along. Don't sit around and try to just accept any boy that comes along because you deserve more than that. You deserve more than that. When you are a queen, wear your crown and don't fall for every book, every line in the book that these little boys out here try to tell you. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for their lines and their games. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to accept it because you're worth more than that. You're worth more than that. You are worth more than you are valuable and you matter. So don't try to accept something that you don't have to. You don't have to accept anything. Don't try to fall for anything because you deserve the best. You know, guys. And that goes both ways. That goes for a man and a woman. You deserve the best. You deserve nothing but the best in your life, and you're worthy of that. You're worthy of all of those things. You're worthy of having somebody who is crazy about you and loves you and cherishes you. You're deserving of that. So don't accept everything, every line that people come in and tell you. You don't have to accept that. You're a queen or you're a king. You're deserving of everything wonderful. You are deserving of someone to be head over heels for you and to be respectful of you, to be loving for you, and to show concern for you, and to do the things that you want to do, and that will never put you down. So don't just fall for anybody. Get yourself a real man, sis, or my guys out there, get yourself a real woman. So that's all the things that I wanted to tell you guys. Those are my, as you can see, my lighting went out here. So I wanted to just tell you guys all the things that I was thinking about, the things that I had on my mind and my heart, and let you guys know what I was thinking. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I think next Friday I'm going to do the girls versus women. I don't know. Maybe. I'll think about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. And thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate all of you guys. I hope you guys got some valuable. Hey Blur. I hope you guys got something valuable from this information. I hope you guys were encouraged. I hope you guys got something to think about. And I will see you guys again in my next live, which will be tomorrow, because I'm basically live every single day. So thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate you guys. Have a great evening. And I'll see you guys again in the morning. I'll be live at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thanks guys for your time, your encouragement, your comments, all that stuff. I'll see you guys. Thank you. Thank you to all my mods, my mod squads, and all my loyal